Really? There we go. Well, that was definitely the hardest room I've come against so far.
We're on the right track. Been through here as well. You've just written your own episode. I'll spit on your corpse. Door up ahead. Looks perfect for hiding an ambush. Be ready.
I'll save first then. I do have weapons way stronger than this, but I'm trying to level up conjuration, so... Ooh. Ah. Must already be at 100 for that skill. Hey, here's a word wall. Awesome. That is a part of my 100% of collecting all words for word walls. I'm 3 words short now. Do you have the key for this?
Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlisle already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlisle is close, I'm certain of it. Moving.
I want the claw though. Okay. I forgot about that. And there she is.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Haunting Brew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough, otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Ouch. And that's why I'm on Carlia's side.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling?
Hold on, you shot me.
No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Why save me?
My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death.
You should have shot Mercer instead.
I promise you, the thought crossed my mind. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive.
Why capture Mercer alive?
Mercer must be brought before the guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder.
How will you prove it?
My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside.
Well, what's it say?
I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before.
Perhaps it could be translated.
Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity.
There's that word again. Nightingale.
There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves' Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey.
Tell me about Gallus.
He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close
You were lovers?
Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him.
Why didn't you kill Mercer?
He was a scholar.
Ah,
It was Gallus.
wrong one.
Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me. Mercer lied to the guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the guild.
Fair enough. Might not have a choice next time.
I can promise you if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate.
Can't you come with me to Winterhold?
I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay to rest. I promise to join you there as soon as I can.
Okay. I guess I'll be off then.
Remember, speak only to Aether. Trust no one else.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers.
Can I help you with anything else?
I've been sent by Carlia.
Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
Yes, but there's a problem.
A problem? Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
Can you translate it?
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
What can you tell me about Gallus?
He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out.
He wasn't academic, yet he chose a different path. Why?
For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome.
How did you meet him?
Ah, yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship?
Some good friendships form in strange ways. Why did Gallus scribe his journal in Falmer?
Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details.
Where did he acquire the knowledge to use it?
Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you.
Fair enough. What exactly is a Falmer?
In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society.
So they were like your kind?
Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own.
What drove them underground?
The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era. Killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind.
They sound more like victims to me.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me. I've lost several close friends to the Falmer, and it tends to distort my view. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table. Calcelmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
I believe we're friends. He may even just let me go through. He has given me the key to his museum.
Of course, a different place now. Do business here. You do business with the Thieves Guild.
There's Calcelmo.
Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important.
I hear the authority on ancient Falmer.
Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings.
Perhaps I could view your work?
Preposterous. That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed.
Even after slaying your troublesome spider?
I've already provided you a key to the museum. You should consider it an honor if you are allowed to browse my collection. I'm sorry, but that's as far as my generosity extends.
Oh. Gain entry to the museum. What happened there? I don't know. Calcelmo's lab. Well, this one's got a few pages to it. I will pause on each page for a couple seconds to for people to read. Once again, pause it if you want to actually read it. There we go.
Stop right there.
should be able to get rid of my bounty. As long as they all die, then I should have no bounty.
We've got an assassin! Check the shadows!
Why do I still have a bounty here?
Never should have come here!
I don't want a bounty.
Someone there?
There we go. None of them three will give me a bounty.
What do you think this is?
Another trap, most likely. Too dangerous. 3 of the guards died when the lower hall flooded with steam.
There's 2 down. I don't have any bounty, do I? Nope. That's right, that's a poisonous place. You can't be going through there. Or you get hurt.
What was that?
Back up! I need some help in here. You need to do better than that.
Help in here. Are you prepared to die? You win. I submit.
Thanks for the follow, Guten. I kind of wish I had the...
Over here. Hurry.
I was able to...
Never should have come here.
Didn't really want to kill you, but you gave me no choice. Which one's that one? Probably have. I've looked through a whole list of quests in Skyrim and I've completed almost all of them. That's back here. Opens a shortcut. Ah, no.